and we can talk about stuff now.
Hello, and welcome to
Happy Saturday.
To what, Pat? To what?
It's like the Side Quest podcast. I'm the producer. I get the final say on this shit.
To be the producer, you have to produce.
Look, I'll get to it. I'll get to it around
It's right there in the name.
September.
Holtz is, I mean, he's present. He's producing his presence, which is.
I could be sleeping right now.
So no Tefty today. No Pope today.
No.
Pope is interviewing Swedish
members.
nannies. Tefty was, I believe,
Interviewing
beard.
Swedish family members.
Swedish family members. So it's just us. It's the three of us. It's an intimate version of the Side Quest podcast this week.
Yes.
We did ask for some Twitter questions, so we can go over some Twitter questions. Anything you guys want to talk about before we get going with that?
I was going to talk about Doki Doki, but
Tefty didn't show up.
Yeah, I really wanted to see Tefty. Like, I have some actual anguish right now. I wanted Tefty to be here so I could grill him about his Doki Doki experience.
Right?
Same.
I think he's dodging. He's Doki dodging.
I think
Doki
now
Doki
we just need Briar to play Doki Doki.
Well, we got next year's charity stream. I'll take the same amount of time to do that reward as Holtz takes to get a mullet.
Yeah.
I recognize the shade you are throwing, and I understand it. I understand it.
I just need to come over one day with a pair of scissors and
fucking probably.
Did you think we'd hit that goal?
What,
like
the
when
mullet?
we were doing it? Yeah, the mullet.
No, like I felt like that was going to be a gimme, and I wasn't. Look, I wasn't mentally like ready for also having to get a tattoo on top of that. So like that just, it's too much for me to handle. Also,
if it's the mullet aesthetic, though, if it's the aesthetic perfectly.
I'm gonna as long as this is the actual excuse, I'm gonna keep saying it. Ash, I need that art for my butt. So
I'm gonna draw something, send it to Ash so she can send it to you.
She can fucking like trace it. Oh god.
I think that's a pretty good solution to this problem.
Oh no.
Oh, we're gonna see a movie today.
What are you seeing?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
The new one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even know it came out, apparently. But we're gonna go see it.
I like Mission Impossible movies. They've been pretty good. Like it's been a pretty solid run of movies. Like,
I mean, yeah, like it's aside from the second one.
I've heard this one's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, like the second one's the only bad one, but it's still a fucking John Woo flick, so you know what you're getting when you go into it.
I like that kind of thing though. I like mindless, dumb action movies. Like it's okay by me, right? Not, every movie doesn't have to be the usual suspects where I'm like, oh, you know. Like sometimes I just want to see a guy like crawling up the edge of 100-story tower.
Yeah,
you know, and like a cool car chase and you know a good fight scene. Sometimes that's okay.
It's true. It's true.
You guys are really talkative today.
Just look.
I know Patrick's doing something. I don't know what he's doing. You think he's reading?
I'm scrolling through chat. Ash just said we seriously need to talk about it. I'm like, okay.
Okay, get Ash on the podcast. This is the Ink the Stink podcast.
Ink the Stink podcast.
Live drawing with Ash.
I knew officially naming it was the wrong idea, Watts. Side Quest was the wrong name.
Ink the Stink podcast. Official name.
That's the title of this one.
Next week on Ink the Stink.
Ash is gonna ink more stinks. Will it be yours? This is sounding like a new side quest adventure for Ash.
Right? I don't think, like, the way I hear Ash talking about it, she doesn't seem like she's totally down with this idea.
I don't think she is either. Like, I'm gonna have to like commission someone else to.
I'm pretty sure Pope like volunteered her as tribute, so he didn't have to get a tattoo. Like he's just offloading this responsibility to Ash, who did not ask for it, nor does she want it.
She didn't. She didn't sign up for this.
She didn't sign up to get her art.
But her art's beautiful.
I know, it's great. balances out the horrifyingness of my
Stink.
ass. Yeah.
I mean, what
I
about
did see
just
in
a
chat.
heart with Ink the Stink written in it?
I think that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
I would much rather just have a heart and not the phrase "ink the stink" on my ass.
Well, it's not about what you want.
It's my body, Briar. I will do.
Not anymore. You sold that body for $100,000.
I sold a postage stamp size part of my body for $100,000.
That part is ours to do what we will with. It is bought and paid for, sir.
We have someone in chat who is a professional tattooer who lives 2 hours from Tampa. Missed opportunity.
Oh.
That makes me sad.
I appreciate the willingness for you to tattoo my ass, but I'm probably not that missed of an opportunity right now. Because I would have had to sit on a plane. I would have had to sit on a plane for 6 hours.
Could have got first class and laid on your stomach.
That's not how first class works at all.
It is.
When we were down there on Thursday night, I went out with some of the Rezo guys, the Rezo clan guys, and we were out drinking beers, and across the street was a tattoo parlor called Devil Tattoos. I thought that would have been a good place.
Legitimate.
It looked really legit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sounds like it. Yeah.
You guys want to hear a sad story?
No, not really.
We haven't been telling one.
So, I was talking on Thursday night that I got to get a new car, right? Because my lease is up on my current. I have a Honda Accord. Mm-hmm. So I had an engine light go on. So I decided, well, I better get this engine light taken care of before I turn in my lease, right? Otherwise, they charge you money if you turn in the car in with something wrong with it.
Yeah, sure.
So I bring it to the shop, and I figure, it's a gas cap or a oxygen sensor or something. Who cares? It's an Accord. It's a Honda, right? Like
what
nothing
could
goes
go wrong
with
with
it.
You keep oil in it, it's fine.
Plus, it's still under warranty. We're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
The lady calls me back. The mechanic calls me back, and she says to me, you're going to need a whole new gas tank, and it's not covered under warranty. I'm like, what happened to the gas tank? Rodents ate through it.
That actually happened. That happened to not the entire gas tank. That happened to me in Tennessee. Like,
really?
Squirrels there, like, depending on the year of the car, they eat the rubber that's in, like, all the tubes to the car. So I was wondering why I had really shitty gas mileage. Just because they ate a bunch of holes in the fucking gas lines and it was just spraying fucking gas everywhere in the engine.
This seems safe.
I didn't know that was a thing. Do rabbits do the same thing? 'Cause there are a lot of bunnies. I got
a lot of rabbits around here too. Yeah.
I don't think rabbits have the will and dexterity to actually climb up into the engine.
They're very picky about their food, actually.
Rabbits
I heard that if you spray like garlic on plants that rabbits have been eating, they're like, nah.
You get to pre-garlic.
I may have chosen my name poorly.
This sounds like an awesome way. Just like, you get all your plants and shit that you're growing and whatnot, and you just like cover it in garlic, and then like it's pre-garlic. No, you don't have to add garlic anymore. Like when
this is genius.
Yeah, this is fucking great.
Or you can use like the corpse of dead animals because they also don't like the smell of.
Yeah, there's that.
As soon as you say corpse, it's immediately not appetizing anymore.
Really?
I was wanting to go down the line of, hey, what if, how they have hydroponics for growing plants?
Yeah.
What if we have like marinade-oponics?
Marinade. I like it.
Where like we grow our plants on different types of marinades.
Right. Like teriyaki.
This is an adventure. This is a business venture for Patrick.
I think
I like this.
I think this was an idiocracy. They tried growing plants with Brondo Gatorade type drink, and it just didn't work.
It's what plants need.
Well, yeah, it's what plants crave. So all we have to do is make plants crave delicious teriyaki sauce, and we're good.
So we have to breed a type of plant that likes teriyaki sauce.
Yes.
I got to remember that movie because we're going to have a question later that very much deals with some of our favorite movies, and that is very much one of mine.
The teriyaki sauce plants?
No, Idiocracy.
Oh, okay.
Idiocracy. That movie's coming true, by the way. Like, that is happening. I mean, we have a reality TV star as a president. In that movie, there was a professional wrestler as president. I mean, we're not far.
Oh, that's basically you, Brian.
Honestly. Oh, man.
We're getting close. We're getting close. All right,
We're
let's
getting
do some
close
Twitter
to having
questions. How's that
Breyer
sound?
as a president, guys.
That's very bad news for all involved. All right, we got some Twitter questions. These ones we specifically asked for non-Destiny questions because this is not the Destiny Community Podcast, even though there's a logo for it on the screen.
Ignore it.
Affiliated, but
It's
like,
fake.
Dogbit Dude says, I just want to ask, how are y'all doing?
I think I'm doing good, actually. You know,
Yeah.
People are getting excited about certain video game that I play now. It's good. It's sunny outside. It rained, so it's good for grass. I'm always very excited to see rain again.
It felt so good when it rained over here. Holy shit!
You don't have AC, so it's awful.
I don't have AC, so it's been in the
terrible.
90s. So my apartment has been in the 90s, and then like it fucking rained, and I had my window open and my fan going, and I woke up to hear the sounds of rain and me actually wrapping myself up burrito style in a blanket, and I was like, oh yeah, we're back.
My first apartment out of college didn't have AC, and one summer it got so hot that I swear to God I spent more time in my car than I did in my apartment. It was just too damn hot, and the car had AC.
It's too damn hot. Well, thank goodness you don't have to stay inside all the time, Pat, because it's awful when you have to stay inside all day when it's like 90. It gets even hotter because you have computers running and monitors running. So you're in probably 100 degrees sitting there. Your computer's probably melting. Not good. Don't recommend.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have AC, I'd be pretty upset.
I was gonna say, I thought you guys had AC and stuff.
Oh, I have AC. It's I was not gonna do that. Why am I not
hanging out at your place more?
I don't know. We have computers.
I know.
You
know what happened is we all went to Guardian Con, and the Tampa weather apparently is contagious. Like we all took it back with us.
I knew I
spread across the world.
You thought you didn't get a convention bug.
Yeah, you did. You got Tampa weather syndrome, and I'm sorry to say, it's fatal.
It is indeed very fatal.
Yep.
I'm doing well. I'm beginning to plan the great rodent genocide of 2018 here in Connecticut. It is going to be epic and complete.
All right.
AJ says, first job ever. What was it?
Don't let me answer how I'm doing.
Oh, I thought you just did.
No.
He just said he was hot.
I know.
It's hot.
It's been a little warm here, My apartment doesn't have AC. No, I'm doing good. We're working a bunch, and then like I get to come home and like play games for like a little bit, and then repeat. Yeah, it really. I'm looking forward to getting back into like the swing of Twitch for a little bit.
Yeah.
You missed it.
I got to after we did the podcast last week on Sunday. I did a stream for about 3 or 4 hours, and it was fun. Yeah.
Did it feel nice to be back?
What'd you play?
I played Magic, so I'm sure you are just enthralled.
I was watching.
Yeah, I saw. You had no idea what was going on.
Magic. Did you play Magic the PC game or Magic like the card game?
Magic the PC game.
we played Magic the card game as a PC game.
Okay.
Covering all the bases.
AJ says, first job ever. What was it, and how long did it last?
Like, what do we consider the first job here?
First time somebody besides your parents paid you to perform work for more than a week.
Okay. So that one doesn't count. No, like I did some trade show stuff, but it was for my dad's company, so that I guess that doesn't count either. Shit, I guess my first job was the one in college. Like I didn't have a job in high school.
No.
Unless you count like my startup business of making and selling duct tape wallets in middle school.
Entrepreneur.
Did you get paid for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if money is in each hand, that's your first job.
People paid us $5 for those.
Did you file taxes for it?
Fuck no. I spent that shit on more supplies to make more wallets. But here's the problem that the young entrepreneur learns: when you have a very small amount of people that can buy stuff, your middle school and the teachers in said middle school, there's only so many people that want the duct tape wallets. So you get you get like your initial roll of duct tape. You made some wallets and you sold them. It's cool. Now you get some different types of duct tape. You made wallets. You sold those. Their sales are starting to slow down, and then you have to ask yourself the question: do I want to invest in more duct tape, or do I want to buy some fucking video games?
Did you saturate the duct tape wallet market?
It was so saturated at the end of it. Yeah. And also we ended up having a competitor come in who came from like a family that was really fucking rich, and they just bought him all his duct tape. He was just selling them just because he wanted. He just felt like being a dick.
So the rich man came in and shut down the little business.
Yeah, fucking
always fucking the little guy.
Yeah, duct tape Walmart guy came in and just screwed us over. We were a 3-man operation. And he could fuck, like, he actually had people, like, he hired people to make wallets for him. This is the audacity of this kid.
My first job, I think I was in 3rd grade. How old are you when you're in 3rd grade?
How many times did I get
5.
spanked in kindergarten? +3.
Maybe I was in 4th grade. I don't know, it was around there. There was a kennel
10?
that was in walking
10?
distance, like a dog kennel that was in walking distance of my house. And my mother got me a job there, so I worked a summer there. So she didn't have to pay for daycare, and I came home with a little pocket cash. And all I had to do was go over there, and I'd basically clean the kennels, right? Is I'd pick up after the dogs, spray them down, and then basically just hang out.
Yeah.
But I quit because we went on vacation to Disneyland that summer, and when we came back, they lost my dog. We had a dog, and they said that it climbed the 8-foot fence and escaped. And we never saw that dog again.
What?
Yeah. So, and then we sued them, too, because they went to our house, and they left all our doors open, thinking the dog would come back to the house. And a cat came in and peed on all the carpets.
What?
Yeah. So we sued them and got new carpets. But we lost the dog.
Wow.
All right.
My first job was, I think I was 16. I worked at a pizza place. They initially hired me to be at the front, welcoming people and answering the phones and taking orders, and then quickly realized that I was bad at talking to humans. So I offered for me to just go wash dishes in the back because I don't have to talk to people. I didn't want to talk to people. I realized very quickly I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with people. I just want to sit in the back and clean the dishes and then bring the dishes to the cooks, guys.
In high school, I was a pizza delivery boy for most of high school, and I loved that job.
Really?
Oh, it was awesome. I was driving around, delivering pizzas. I could basically take free pizzas, too, which was nice.
From the customers.
Well, you know, like there'd be extra pizzas if I wrote up an order for a pizza for somebody who didn't technically order one.
It sounds like they had a really poor system implemented. If that's
Briar's like, Timmy ordered another pizza. Wow,
it
this
says
guy
XX
loves pizza.
no scope 420 XX on the order form. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, the people that ordered that one, they said we got the order wrong, so gotta make another.
But yeah, I'd deliver pizzas to like my friends. Like it was fun. It was a really fun job for a high school kid.
It sounds pretty. You know, that job does sound fun when you're in high school. You get to drive around and
listen to music. You make a lot of money too. You make good money in tips.
Hopefully, unless you worked in like a college town.
Yeah, I can see that.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not gonna make much money there.
Vivid Trauma says, I know there's not enough information on it right now, but what do you think about Anthem, and what do you guys want it to be?
I want it to be Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter World with mechs and guns.
That sounds pretty good.
Just import. There. That's well.
Yeah. I mean, way back when they showed kind of like a Destiny style of like loot drops, but then they haven't showed anything about loot since then. And I wonder if the success of Monster Hunter World has informed how they want to proceed. Because you said it best, Watts, is it really did look like Monster Hunter, with mechs.
It had a lot of similarities. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way the world was. It wasn't so much Destiny where you're sharing the tower and you're going out with your friends and kind of doing all this stuff. It was more so like Monster Hunter World where you have your own instance, you have your own story, and then you kind of just go out with your friends if you want to.
Yeah. I'm definitely interested to see what that game's going to be. I'm looking
for sure. I definitely want to check it out.
Absolute Zero says, what are some of your all-time favorite movies?
Tremors. Tremors is one of the best movies ever made. I will stand by that statement.
I can see you calling it one of your favorite movies, but best movies?
No, best movies ever made. Genuinely, one of the best movies ever made. Mm-hmm.
Your name.
I can't explain.
I just wanted to. This is the anime podcast. I'm taking over. Welcome to the Anime Side Podcast.
What am I gonna?
Briar watches anime.
I watched an anime. 2 animes.
See?
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
2.
Is the plural of anime, or is it anime?
Animus.
Animus.
Whatever sounds funny.
I watched.
Apparently, they're making a TV series. Halt for Tremors.
For Tremors?
They already made one.
Netflix?
Okay.
Is it a Netflix show?
They already made one. Sci-Fi made one.
I'm trying to relate.
It was okay. It was hit and miss on some episodes. The one where the Ass Blaster Tremor that was
Ass Blaster.
Yes, that was the third evolution of Tremors.
Be interested.
Okay. Ass Blaster?
Yeah.
Patrick,
I'm not making this up.
Pornhub.
I am not making this up.
Where exactly did you watch this?
On Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi After Dark?
Yes.
Why is his name Kevin Sausage instead of Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon was only in the first one. He doesn't do sequels. Come on.
Yes, the sausage guy jumps in for the Ass Blaster portion.
They made a potato cannon in the third one. And
potato cannon.
Yeah, like they had to defeat the Ass Blasters with a potato cannon.
Use a potato cannon.
Yes, because they were in
like one of the things we made as teenagers that was like made out of PVC and you spray WD-40 into it.
Yeah.
And that is gonna take out a giant worm.
Okay. No, the Ass Blasters, like I said, was the third evolution of the Tremors, of the Graboids. It went Graboids. I can't remember what the ones with 2 legs and like they were little miniature versions of them that would walk around on land were called.
Oh, they didn't name a specific worm Ass Blaster.
That's
no.
And then the third one,
this is a subspecies of the worm.
Yes, the third one, the final evolution of them, were these like bipedal ones that had like the maw of a Tremor.
They walked on 2 legs?
Yes, they walked. And then the really important part here for why they're called Ass Blasters is they had
I'm listening.
Like imagine a firefly. You know how a firefly like can like light up? Butt?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, this has explosives in its butt, and it like shakes it, and then it would
like
literally
grenades. It's got like a grenade launcher.
Yeah, it's got like a flamethrower in its ass, and it'll like shake up its ass and go, and like it would take off in this giant thing of flames, and it would actually fly. It was a flying graboid.
Huh. And this was in the third movie or the TV series?
Both.
Oh.
It is part of the lore. This is well established.
Okay. I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Oh.
It goes egg form, graboid, bipedal thing I can't remember, Ass Blaster.
How big were the Ass Blasters?
Like size of a Great Dane.
A Great Dane.
Oh, it's not a penis. Okay, good.
Good distinction.
Okay, good.
Watts, what's your favorite movies?
Well, so I'll name one that's animated, one that's not. Okay, so Your Name is probably my favorite anime movie. It's very emotional. I saw it in the movie theater and cried a lot. So I want to watch it again at home so I can fully let all of my eyeballs leak fully. Because in the movie theater, I don't want to come out an absolute complete mess. But at home, I don't care. So I need to watch it again at home so I can just bawl my eyes out. But that is such a good movie. It's really good. Abrams, that guy, he's talking of making a live action version of Your Name.
Really?
Please don't do that. Okay.
Okay.
Has there ever been a good live action remake of an anime?
No. I haven't seen them all, but I'm just gonna say no.
The Japanese live action version of Death Note was passable.
Passable.
It wasn't like, oh my god, this is better than the original. It's like, you know, they had good source material and they didn't fuck it up like the Netflix version.
What was the one that I was watching? I already forgot the name of it, with the guy in the armor suit, but he wasn't really inside of it.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. So the reason I started watching that anime was because the live action movie was on, I think it was Netflix
Jesus.
or something, right?
Yep.
So
yes,
I'm
it
like,
is on Netflix.
What is this? So I click on it, I start watching it, I'm like, this is so god awful that I have to see the source material just to,
yes, it is
to
bad.
understand how this happened. Like I had to go back and watch the source material, and then I ended up enjoying the source material.
I like that phrase. How did this happen? just how?
Because the live action doesn't explain anything.
No,
it just like throws things at you that's in the anime, and then you're like, "What?" They're talking about a philosopher's stone before they even know what a philosopher's stone is, and I'm like, "What?" It was bad. I watched half of it, and then I was just like, "I don't understand."
Yeah, it was bad. Like the acting was bad, the special effects were bad, everything about
His hair
it was
bad.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Edward's hair was bad.
Edward's hair, it was horrible.
They did not bleach and tone that hair appropriately.
Okay.
I agree. The same thing I thought when I saw it. My favorite movies. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Watts.
Oh, just for a non-anime one. I really love Arrival. Fairly newer movie.
That's
but
the
that
one with
movie,
Natalie Portman?
No. That's Annihilation.
Which one's
it's the one where aliens come to Earth. And they're dealing with the aliens.
And they're trying to communicate, right? They go
Yes.
inside the ship.
My gosh.
Who's in that? It was
I don't know actors' names.
I'm not good with it either.
That
That was a good movie.
I really liked it. I came away and I was just like, what the fudge? Wow. Oh my God. I like coming away from movies where it makes me kind of think about my world a little bit more and a little bit more in depth. And yeah, I just really, really like that movie.
That movie fucked me up in a wonderful way. Okay,
yes,
it was.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what
Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner, Forrest Whitaker.
Yes. Wasn't there a movie about a similar topic, an alien invasion, starring Charlie Sheen, like back in the 90s, with the same name? With Arrival? Wasn't there another Arrival?
I'm gonna corrupt my
alien
Google
invasion?
search engine here and look up
Charlie
what movies
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen has been in.
Just look up Charlie Sheen Arrival.
Charlie Sheen and the Arrival of the Ass Blaster.
That's a movie. I'll buy a ticket. I'll pre-order a ticket for that.
Oh, it was called The Arrival, apparently.
Oh, The Arrival. Okay.
The last movie he was in was in 2004. What?
Been a while.
Clearly.
He's been struggling a bit.
Okay. You said it was in what, like 90?
Arrival.
The Arrival.
The Arrival.
My favorite movies are I thoroughly enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I thought it was an
Holy
amazing
shit!
movie.
Yeah, you're right.
It was very good.
I know I'm right.
Zane, an astronomer, discovers intelligent alien life, but the aliens are keeping a deadly secret and will do anything to stop Zane.
Now you're
from
just
learning
reading
it.
shit off of Google. You and Pope Bear, man. You just you read shit verbatim and expect it to be an entertaining podcast.
Wow.
I mean, you're not
Pope
wrong.
Bear comes on and just reads press releases.
That's
He's like,
true.
What's this game? And then reads the press
Today
release.
we're going to talk about violence caused by video games in a major study in 1994.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 I thought was a fantastic
Yes.
movie. It was fun and adventurous, and Chris Pratt really reminded me of Han Solo from the original Star Wars movies, where he's just magnetic. You just wanted more of him. I really thought that movie was fantastic. Glenn Ross, which is a bit of an older movie, is fantastic. It's one of those movies that when it's on TV, I can just watch it all the way through. Or if I catch it from the middle, I can watch the rest of it, but I can't walk away from it once I start watching it. And Rocky 1, man, like that movie, like it just draws me in over and over again. I love that fucking movie. It gets me
Good
hyped
choices.
for life.
So The Arrival cost $25 million to make.
The Arrival did.
The Arrival, the Charlie Sheen one. The actual gross was around 14 million.
Ooh, that didn't go well.
Ooh.
Opening weekend 184,000.
I bet dropping really made the difference with the sequel.
But you got, I think we can all agree on this. The tagline for the movie is this is so 90s. For centuries, we've been watching the skies when we should have been watching our backs.
Oh,
yeah, that's
I
that
like
good
that.
shit.
That's good.
Most interesting Korean says chicken, beef, or pork has to disappear from the earth. Which one are you choosing?
Like as something
which
we
one
can
disappears?
eat, as something we can eat, or
I mean, does the animal that it comes from disappear as well?
That's what I'm wondering. Right? That's what I'm wondering. Like, or is it just like, the no-go? Like,
I mean, it's not pork until you kill the pig, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't call a pig pork until you
kill it. You don't run
it.
up to the pig and go, pork.
So if you chose pork, for instance, then as soon as you kill the pig, it would just go poof and disappear.
does saying no to pork still mean I can eat bacon? Because we don't call bacon pork.
Oh, these are all kinds of. That's true.
He does say hashtag no loopholes.
Oh,
so I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with any pork product.
I'm gonna have to go beef, even though I fucking
You're getting
love
rid of steak.
Yeah, but
you and Mr. Hollymod can go.
I'm getting rid of steak.
You go ruin steak forever by yourselves
because
in the corner.
of my love for ramen. And I'm not gonna lie, a good pork loin is still really fucking delicious.
It's true. It's true. I don't want to get rid of pigs because they're cute. Out of those three, that's my favorite animal.
Cows are pretty cute.
Cows are cute. And
yeah, but pigs are like more intelligent dogs.
Cows are really affectionate.
They are really affectionate. They love cuddles.
You know, not
so do
affectionate
chickens, though,
or cute?
actually.
Chickens.
Chickens like cuddles. Actually, well, turkeys more so like
chickens
cuddles.
are like miniature dinosaurs with feathers.
Well, then we need to keep them. There are only. Oh.
Look, if it's between beef, pork, and chicken, I'm losing chicken all day. All day, I'm losing the chicken.
I can respect that decision. I can respect it.
I want to cuddle pigs.
All right.
Commander Cartman says, have you ever gotten so sick and tired of something you just quit? A job, a video game, something, anything.
A podcast.
Well said.
YouTube.
Yeah. Yes. My job at Target. I was literally just so tired of it that I was like, I did it the proper way. I did the 2 weeks notice, but to be fair, the only reason I didn't quit the last 2 days were because they brought in like Blue Coast burrito, just like burrito stuff to cater for lunches, and my manager was being a real dick those last 2 days, and oof, thank God for Blue Coast, huh?
When I was in college, I worked at Circuit City for 3 days, and on the third day, my manager asked me to type his term paper for him. He had it written out, and he asked me to type his term paper on it for him using one of the demo computers that we had. And I was like, I thought he was kidding, so I said no, and I like laughed at his face and then walked away. And a couple hours later, I got called into like the general manager's office and got berated for not obeying my manager. And I'm like, are you shitting me? He asked me to type his term paper. So I didn't show back up the next day. I was like, fuck this place.
Fair. That's fair.
That is very fair.
And now
where's Circuit City now? Huh? Circuit City? Where are you at now?
Because the rabbit's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbit?
Right. He's a rabbit.
Oh yeah.
You see the picture?
My mind immediately went to like Circuit City having a rabbit as a mascot, and that was like
It's Brian.
for the
That's
company.
what was going on. They lost their rabbit mascot and went under because of it.
I think it was also the managers expecting, employees to type their term papers.
Term paper.
Term paper.
Just
Term
what?
paper.
No,
Oh, I'm hungry. I think that actually showed up on the audio. Holy shit.
Not really. I guess the pizza job, like the people there were super unprofessional, and I was just like, nah. So I just stopped turning up.
Just stop showing up.
Fuck it. I don't think they were supposed to hire me. I'm not really sure what was going on there. It was weird. I don't think I've ever quit a game because I got frustrated. No, I guess that would be the only thing.
I had another job. I was a landscaper during high school during the summer. I was landscaping. Oof. And we were in an old truck, right, with a trailer with all the mowers and stuff on the back.
Yeah.
We were parked at the top of the hill, and when we started going, we realized we had no brakes going down the hill. And I look at the guy who's driving, because I was a passenger. I look at the guy who's driving, and my first thought is, I got to jump out of this truck before it's going so fast that I can't get out. And but I didn't. Like, for some reason, I felt like I should stick it out with this guy. Like, he's my comrade for this trip down this hill now. So, for some reason, I didn't jump out. So, at the bottom of the hill was a cul-de-sac. We jumped the curb at the cul-de-sac, and we went into somebody's yard. And then they had, like, this berm that we, like, flew off of the berm. This, big pickup truck with the trailer, and the mowers go flying off the trailer. And finally, the truck just kind of comes to a rest. The woman comes out of her house. She's like, what are you doing? Like, you can't do that. Like, I got kids, and like, the brakes went out. So I didn't show back up the next day. I'm like, I'm not getting back in that truck, man. I was done.
Probably a good call. It's probably a good call.
Yeah, the boss told us to drive the truck to get it fixed. And we're like, it doesn't have brakes. That's why I quit.
And really. This is how you learn that most people suck at everything. Don't trust anybody.
Mr. Hollymod says, what is your favorite thing to do to wind down for the day?
Well, after the stream, I usually cook, which is not winding down. I'm still standing up. It's still work. I mean, I enjoy cooking, but it's not relaxing. So after I do that, I then eat, and then usually we watch an anime show or two during dinner, and then relax after dinner. So I guess that's how I wind down, is we watch anime.
I used to like to take my motorcycle out for a drive. It was a really nice way to wind down, because you're very focused on the act of driving. So you don't have to, you can't worry about like the kind of side stuff in life. So it was very relaxing in that way. But I don't drive my motorcycle much anymore. Now I don't know what I do to wind down.
Yeah, I was like, I guess that's winding down, watching TV. But yeah, I don't know. I started reading manga because it's super relaxing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just don't want stuff going on in your ears, because you've had that all day with music and game and all that stuff, and you just want to be quiet for a bit. So I found that really relaxing, is to just sit there and read manga.
You guys find it hard being, you're self-employed, right? YouTube, Twitch, the podcast. You guys find it hard to not be working?
Yep.
Yes.
That was,
that
was my problem with it.
Absolutely.
I feel guilty if I'm not working.
I relax for 5 minutes, then I'm like, oh God, what I could be doing? What am I doing? I'm forgetting to do something. I could go make something. I could go create something. I could go do something.
Yeah. The hardest part about doing YouTube in particular is that there's never a moment to kind of reflect on what you've done, or like, examine, a past project, anything like that. There's never any time for kind of celebration, because any time you give yourself is time that is not spent working on the next thing that has to come out. So for example, for the content that I was doing, each video was in production for at least 2 days before it was released. And that meant if I wanted to have a daily cycle of videos going out, I was working every single day on something that would come out 3 days later. And there was just, you eventually it just kind of wears you down.
YouTube
I will
strongly encourages you to do a daily video too. Strongly.
Yep. However, as I started to move more towards Twitch, I had a lot better of a time just kind of managing that anxiety, where it was just, I turn stream on, I stream, I turn stream off. I'm good. Like that's there's no, what am I doing next? It's, well, I have to worry about that next tomorrow when I turn my stream on. It's fine.
Yeah, I was out car shopping yesterday. I was test driving a bunch of cars just to try and figure out what was going to be the next car. And like the whole time, I'm like, am I just wasting time here? Should I just like buy the first car I see and just go
Should
home
I
and
be
start
live
making some
streaming
money?
my car buying?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, should I be like videotaping this? Like, is this
Yeah.
something people would want to see? Like, I don't know. I can hear my wife yelling at my kids behind me. Fortune says, "What is your Nindo? Your ninja way?" It sounded anime, so I put it in there. I figured Watts would steer the way.
This feels like a Naruto reference.
It does.
Naruto?
It's an anime.
My favorite weapon are Sai, so it's pretty ninja-y.
Your ninja way, it's like a way of life, man. Okay? It's
I
not
eat
what weapon
sunflower
you use.
seeds. That's actually very ninja-y. So ninjas, in actual ninjas in history, used to keep sunflower seeds and stuff on them because it was small, but it gave them energy to keep going because they would be out on missions for sometimes weeks, and you can't move because you're being sneaky. So I have sunflower seeds right here.
So they take sunflower seeds and have like one of the largest crunchy cracks that exist in foods?
With the shell not on.
Oh,
I was gonna say like, oh my God, why are there sunflower seeds all over my floor? Oh shit!
So I eat sunflower seeds.
I don't
is
know
my
what this
ninja
question
way.
even means, but I'm gonna go with water.
It's
It's a
the way of life, man. It's like it's like, here's mine, man. Shit happens. Whatever. Like, just man, sometimes shit's just out of your control and there's nothing you can do. It's just like, all right, no shit.
My ninja
right.
way is being stressed and depressed. Does that count?
I think everyone can
Coming
relate to
away
that
and
ninja
being
way.
like, I'm so lonely.
my ninja way is loneliness.
That's a meme.
Yep.
Random West says, when you go to an all-you-can-eat buffet, what is the first thing you grab?
A plate?
Depends. Depends. I was gonna say it depends what kind of all-you-can-eat buffet. There's seafood. There's like Chinese food. There's American food. There's.
If
What
there's
kind
a
of buffet
salad
are we
bar,
going
I'm
to?
definitely all over that salad bar. I love a good salad bar.
Patrick's just. He's zoned out after he heard the word salad.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I actually had a salad this week for lunch. Not
the
as
first
the
one
whole
ever?
meal.
What kind of salad?
It's the first salad I would say that I willingly ate in a solid. I think the first salad I also had was like at the Rise of Iron Capture event, which is like fucking.
Wasn't it when
2
we
years
went
ago.
to that? You were in that hotel.
Yeah.
I
And then they
remember
gave me
sitting
a
next
salad,
to you
and
and
I
you
was
being like,
What is this?
"What?"
Yeah, I was like, all right. I ate it, but not. It was more out of like, I want to be respectful, not like, eh. To this one, I had a salad with my grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, and willingly ate the salad, and it was okay. I don't see what the big deal is.
You're the
I
only
had
one
a
making a
really
big
good
deal out of
salad
it.
I had a really good salad
No,
last year in Tampa.
In Tampa.
It was delicious. Yeah, it was really good. I think it was like a strawberry salad.
Oh.
It was really good.
Was it like a fruit salad or was it like a lettuce salad with
Yeah, it
strawberries
was-
on it?
Yeah, no, it was there was lettuce with strawberries and like some other stuff with a strawberry type sauce. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
I like a good Cobb salad. Delicious. So much good stuff on there.
I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. It's like plants. And plus, this one only had 2 croutons on it, which
We did not
gonna
answer
lie.
your question. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. What's first thing you grab? Plate. Done.
Plate. Okay.
Yeah, that's the first thing everyone does. Everyone. First thing they grab, plate or silverware.
Boogv, I don't know how to say this name. I'm very sorry. Boogv Magnuson says, if you were to go to or return to university/college, what would you study and why?
Psychology, because that's what I was doing. I was studying clinical psychology, and forensic psychology, and that's probably what I do. I just find the human brain really interesting. I find the extremes that people can go to with their brain really interesting. So I always just really enjoyed studying human psychology and stuff. That's what I'd be doing.
Go for engineering. I was never really introduced to engineering until much later in life when I actually got a job at a company that created like medical health devices, and I found the engineers to be like really fun to hang out with and nerdy and like my kind of people, and I like what they were doing. So you want to hang
out with engineer nerds?
Yeah, and like we got a 3D printer when 3D printers were pretty new, and I spent the next week just fucking with that with the engineers, and I was like, these guys have the best job in the world.
Like mechanical engineer?
Yeah, probably mechanical.
Okay. I was going to school for art history, which I'd still probably go back for like art history. I got my bachelor's in photography, which let me tell you how much I'm using that. With a minor in art history, and I was going back to then just take more art history classes because I wanted to get my PhD. And man, I was just making tons.
What do you do with a PhD? Just teach more people to do art history?
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get a PhD so I could teach.
Kung Fu Reggie says, for the Seattle people, what is the best coffee shop there? Been wanting to come to Seattle and visit, and I'm a coffee addict.
This is a Holtz question.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best person to answer this because I'll if it's coffee, I'll probably drink it. I'm not too picky about it now.
Is there any place in Seattle that puts pot in coffee?
Yes.
As opposed to coffee in a pot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the place then.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Can I tell you the answer to that? No, because I've never been there, but I'm sure there's this great thing that I use called Google, and you can find it.
There's a cat cafe in Seattle. There's not many cat cafes around. Yeah.
Like they have feline cats walking around in the cafe?
Yeah.
Yes.
That doesn't sound sanitary.
You go in and you get to like cuddle with kitties while you have a drink of tea or coffee or some lunch.
It's great.
There's gonna be cat hair all up in your coffee or tea.
So?
Maybe. But there's cute kitties everywhere. And the one in Seattle is actually really cool because they do they go to shelters and adopt cats from there, and then you can actually adopt the cat that you go and visit. So if you go there to the cat cafe and you really love one of the kitties, you can actually adopt the cat, and then they'll take more from the shelter and put them in the cafe. So it's kind of like works as an adoption center, giving them a home. So that's something that you don't find very often in America in many places. So go to the cat cafe.
What else? Serious question. Don't go to the first Starbucks that's by Pike's Place.
It's really busy.
Because it's like, do you really want to wait 30 minutes in line for Starbucks coffee?
Because you will.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it's really busy.
Just go down the street. There's like another Starbucks coffee that you can go to, and then just take a picture
of the first one.
Well, they got around that actually. Okay, so the first Starbucks, they have like the logo is brown, and then all the other ones are green. So you can't. So root through the trash a bit, get someone's cup, and just take a picture of that in front of the Starbucks. Post to your Instagram wall, and people be like, "Oh yeah."
That's not something I'll ever do. Punk asks, "What's your favorite TV show ever?" And for Watson Pat, your favorite anime?
I don't get to have a favorite TV show.
I think in addition to.
Oh, okay.
Unless it is your anime is your favorite TV.
Band of Brothers, probably
That's
one of my
pick.
top TV shows. I rewatch that at least once a year.
Oh. I know what my favorite TV show is. I thought I don't have one because I don't watch TV, but then I realized I have one.
What is it?
It's The Handmaid's Tale.
Ooh, that's a good one, too.
I freaking love that show.
I haven't
It's
watched
so
any
dark,
of season
it
2
makes
yet.
me
I can't
cry
wait.
and messes me up in a well, kind of a bad way.
but also
a good way.
But a good way.
A good way, but yeah, bad way.
That show is really messed up, and it's really good. And the acting is
really
fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. I recommend anyone to watch it. I wouldn't recommend binging it necessarily because you may walk away like, oh,
You're gonna
man.
have some dark thoughts that night.
you're gonna be in a bit of a state. But yeah, I really like. I got Hulu to watch it, so I like it a lot. It's good.
My favorite of all time, I think, is Deadwood. It was short-lived. I think it was only 2 or 3 seasons long, but it was really good. And I heard that they're actually making a movie. They're like doing a movie, which is really exciting. Cool. What's your favorite anime?
Is it Kakagurui?
It's not Kakagurui.
Okay.
Although that one is just hilarious because it's you can't take it seriously, and it's just fun. It's a stupid fun anime. For those wanting to know, it's an anime. This is like a theme in all animes where it's like, oh yeah, it's a high school. Okay, so like they're going to school. No, they're all gambling. What? Yeah, it's a high school where everyone gambles, and there's a hierarchy of like the student council are actually really good gamblers, and everyone else is trying to like work their way up to be on the student council and gamble. And it's like, how do they go to school?
They don't. They just gamble.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Where are the teachers in all of this? Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. It's really stupid. Should definitely watch it.
What's your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah.
I change it so much. I'm probably gonna say Cowboy Bebop for right now.
Okay. My favorite is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's the best anime.
Okay, there you go.
Anubis Gaming says, is a zebra black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
Yes.
Didn't they actually find out the answer to this? I'm pretty sure this is like a thing that they actually found out.
Don't Google it and ruin it, Pat.
I think if you shade them, like they're one color or something like that.
What color is it?
I don't know. I remember reading about it, but I don't remember it.
I have a definitive answer to this.
I always thought I don't want a definitive answer. I want a discussion. That's what a podcast is about. Nobody really cares what the truth of it is.
I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, so it was previously believed that zebras were white animals with black stripes. Since some zebras have white underbellies.
Embryological evidence, however, shows that the animal's background color is black, and the white stripes are bellies and additions.
Boo!
Oh, that was fun.
It was.
The Mohican 9 says, do you sleep with the door open or closed?
Closed, actually.
Because cats come and pee on the bed. No, that's not your answer.
Not and
you
want to eat at a cat cafe?
They don't pee on it all the time.
It's better to have the door closed in case there's a fire, because the fire spreads drastically slower if the door is closed.
If there's murderers, they have a harder time getting to your body.
Mm-hmm. Also, scary monsters can't come into your room if the door is closed. However, if they are
in the closet?
in there, yeah, if they're already in there,
under the bed,
you're trapped with
But
them.
if they're in my closet, I can close that door.
Mm-hmm. And then also, and as long as you keep your feet tucked under the blanket, you're good.
Yeah. Just whatever you do, no matter how hot you get, do not stick that foot out of the cover. You sweat. Mm-hmm. Keep yourself safe and sweaty.
But at some point, it gets too hot where even the monsters are like, "Fuck it, we're not." No.
Every time I walk in the bedroom, I close the door, and then a dog or a cat comes and just nudges it open. Because it doesn't latch hard enough for the animals to not do it. And then if I leave my feet out from under the covers, our smallest cat likes to like do laps around the bed, and when she's about to fall off the bed, she'll reach out with her claws and like grab out of my foot and just like use it as a pivot point.
Oh.
So that sucks. That's a bummer way to wake up.
If I left my door open, it would just be cats getting on the bed, off the bed, on the bed, off the bed. I want kisses. Now I want to go. Now I want cuddles. So that would be bad sleeping.
Hero of Time says, you load up any game with the DCP squad. You can go for a revive, teabag, repeatedly steal equipment or kills, or team up with an actual and actually complete the objective.
What?
Who do you assign? Who on the team does these things?
Does each job? Okay. Well, Hefty's definitely completing the assignment. We know from
Yes.
Sea of Thieves that he gets mad when assignments are not completed.
This is true. Very true.
Stay on the task at hand. No room for deviation.
There's no room
fun.
for fun on this ship, on this pirate ship.
What were the other? There was one that was like a tea bag.
I don't think anybody's going for that revive. I'll be honest with you.
Nah.
Teabag, me and Pope are probably going to share teabag duties.
I'm stealing
fine.
kills. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Pat is getting drunk in the brig.
You're not wrong.
Seth Stinson says, if you each had to pick your dream vacation, what would it be?
Besides
Oof.
Japan?
Yeah, but besides going to Japan, just like only eating food, just so
Oh
much.
my gosh.
It's basically that's basically every vacation for me though. Like my ideal vacation down to New Orleans is just eating a ton of food.
That's just what you do on vacation.
Yeah, but like I go there to eat, not I go there to. Yeah, it's to go there to eat.
Fascinating.
I'm really hungry right now. Shut up.
Right before I got married, and I was still single. This was a very much a single guy thing to do, so it kind of like I dropped it when I got married. But my plan was to go out to Italy and drive or ride a motorcycle down the western edge of Italy from the very top to the very bottom, like right down to the very heel of the boot. Like if you look at pictures of like that coast of Italy, like some of the most beautiful towns. It's a really beautiful country. I thought it'd be an amazing motorcycle tour.
You could still do that.
for like a
Stick her
week.
on the back.
Yeah, she's not big on sitting. Nobody's real big on sitting on the back of motorcycles. She's not.
Get a
anyway.
little car. Get a little car. Get a little mini car.
On our honeymoon, we took quads out in the Sedona Desert. She's much more of a fan of driving the thing herself.
Well, you can sit in the little car, Briar.
I don't want to sit in the car. I want to drive.
You could both take your own bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could still work. I think it's besides Japan, I'd really like to go to Bali. Like if anyone has seen pictures of Bali, it is just beautiful. Like getting your own hut on the water. Oh my gosh. It's just gorgeous. Just going there and enjoying the scenery. I would really like to do that.
I could do that for a week. Just spend a week like in a hut on the beach. Nothing to do but like
just disconnect.
Eat, sleep, and like you don't even shower, you just go for swims for a week.
Yep.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, that sounds relaxing.
Justice Beaver 23 says, "What's the best vacation that you've ever been on?" So,
Japan.
Japan.
Oh, it was just so good. It's a weird place. Japan's a weird place. It's a place that I would never ever want to live, but I miss it so much when I'm not there. It's a very strange feeling. The food is just amazing. Even if you go to a place that isn't great, the food is great. There's either great food or amazing food. There's like no bad food. It's just great or amazing.
What was the initial question?
What's the best vacation that you've actually been on?
Oh, yeah. Probably going down to New Orleans and just planning my day around getting from each meal to meal. Yeah, go with that.
About 4 friends and I all flew to London for a week and then went to Ireland for a week. So it was a 2-week trip, half of it in London, half of it in Ireland. The London part was really good. The Ireland week, though, was probably the most I've ever enjoyed a place in my entire life. Like
Ireland's beautiful too.
Yeah, I loved going. Like the Irish countryside was beautiful. I loved driving in Ireland. We rented a car. I loved driving in Ireland. I loved going to the pubs. I loved going to stores. I loved Dublin. I loved the countryside. I even went scuba diving. Like, it was an amazing trip. I absolutely adored it.
That sounds amazing.
BJ says, "What is your ideal Sunday afternoon after your car broke down?"
Wait. Did I drive the car and it broke down?
Am I
outside?
Where am I in this situation?
Break down in the garage, and I'm like, I guess I'm gonna.
I mean, it's your ideal Sunday afternoon after your car broke down, so I guess you get to make up the situation where you are.
Well, my car broke down at the airport, and I just continue going on my trip to Japan.
Okay, I like
That's
it.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Good
Although
Sunday afternoon. I don't know. I want to.
It's a longer than an afternoon, though, probably.
You might arrive in the afternoon, and then you get to relive the afternoon.
Oh, hell yeah.
My ideal Sunday afternoon is that for some reason the Publishers Clearinghouse shows up and gives me a check for $1 million, and I'm no longer worried about fixing my car.
Oh, this is hard. My car breaks down. I like the money idea. I'm a racer. I am a racer on the Lamborghini racetrack, and my car breaks down, and Briar takes pity on me and buys me more Lamborghinis.
Yes. Well, you should definitely have a backup Lambo. I mean, they're not very reliable, Watts. You can't just have one Lambo. You got to have like 3 or 4.
I need multiple. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Briar.
And you got to have different colors too, right? Like depending on your mood.
You're right.
Right?
That is also
Some
true.
days you're feeling the white Lambo. Some days you're feeling the blue Lambo.
Or the pink Lambo.
Pink Lambo.
Yes.
Mohican says, if nobody buys a ticket to a movie, do they still show it?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's actually an answer to this in the, like, below. He said he worked at a movie theater, and he said no, but I've actually walked into a theater that was completely empty. Like, they didn't sell any tickets for it, and the movie was going. Like, I think maybe when they had projectors and, like, projectionists, maybe they didn't show it. But now I think those things are pretty much, like, on timers or something, you know? Like, they just
go.
Yeah.
They just go? Yeah. Huh?
Like,
Maybe they should give out free tickets. If they don't sell any, just be like, extra, get your ticket to the show. Free. Yeah, but I don't see why not.
What's your favorite car and shark? That was from Florida Gator 95.
Car and shark. What's that cute shark that looks like it's always smiling? Hold on.
Google exactly that. Google exactly that.
I am exactly that. Oh, that's a terrifying picture.
One that gets me to where I'm going, and a Honda Civic.
Okay.
Wait, the shark gets you where you're going?
Hell yeah.
Oh. My favorite shark is a shark named Snooty in Florida, because she's always smiling. So that's my favorite shark, because she's smiling, and she looks like the character Bruce from Finding Nemo.
I'm gonna go with the hammerhead shark because of that. The hammerhead eyes just make the thing look ridiculous. I love the look of those things. They just look crazy. And I'll go with a Volkswagen thing.
Or my favorite car is the new Lambo that Brian bought me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Which one? The pink one?
Yes. Yeah,
okay, good, because that was custom order.
Yeah, it's very shiny. Shiny paint on it too. It's great.
What do you think? 2 more questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Cutlass 1968 says, "Who do I write a check to?"
Me?
Pope Bear. Pope Bear takes care of the money. Lowell Young says, "Why does Pope commit so many food sins? Seriously, who dips their French fries in a milkshake?" Lowell Young, people who like delicious things dip their French fries in, not milkshakes, specifically the Wendy's Frosty. And if you haven't done it, you need to try it.
Okay, what was the outcome of this question? Like, where did everyone stand?
I don't know where this comes from. I assume, I don't remember talking about this on the podcast.
I know I saw that question get answered. Asked. I thought.
Look,
because I still get tagged in the shit.
If I have French fries and a milkshake together at the same time,
yes,
and those French fries are hot,
yes,
they're getting dipped in that milkshake.
Hell yeah,
it's fucking delicious.
Hell yeah,
it's a culinary
I've
treat.
never done it.
Mm-hmm.
You're too busy eating those dry ass chocolate flakes.
They are delicious.
Oh yeah, no, no. Dip the fries in the milkshake. It's great.
Last question. Bobby Flench says, "Do you guys have any games that you go back and replay whenever, and never get sick of, for nostalgia or maybe just for the love of the game, love the show?"
Bastion.
I do.
Bastion.
Bastion from Supergiant Games. I'll play that about maybe once or twice a year. You can complete that game in like a 4-hour sitting if you know what you're doing. But first time through, it'll take you about 8 hours. Really great game, really good story, awesome experience. Highly recommend.
For me, I think it's Papers, Please. It's a game that doesn't really, well, I guess it does change. You can change your decisions, but it's a game that's just so funny and makes me laugh, and it's so fun being an immigration officer. I like.
Isn't that game? Hold on, wait a minute. Isn't that game
super depressing, right?
So it's supposed to be like about
My
the
son
banality of like this job and how hard it is to support your family when doing it and not fucking up so that you can feed your family?
Uncle. And my brother, sometimes. But I try to keep them alive. But I get to stamp things.
Really, it's about the stamping things that you like.
It's about the stamping things. Oh, okay. And then sometimes someone will come through and they'll look like a dude. No. They'll look like a woman. They'll look like a woman. And then on their thing, it says that they are a woman. But then you have to put them through the scanner. And when you scan them, they have a penis. And then you deny them because their passport's fake. Or sometimes a dude will come through and he's got big boobies. And then you're like, he's got big boobies.
That can happen, though.
His penis is missing also.
Okay,
Oh.
Well.
It's a great game. You should play it. It's really good.
I have played it. I do not get the same amount of joy that you do.
I love that game.
We remember entirely different things from this game.
I took away
amazing.
something very different from it.
I love that game. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to stream it. It's a great game.
All right.
I used to do that with Halo, like back in the original Xbox days, but I don't really do it anymore. Like I don't go back and play old video games anymore. I just play new stuff mostly. Every once in a while, I'll boot up The Witcher, even though I finished it a while back, and just goof around in the world. Or Witcher 3.
I have wanted to play Witcher 3 again. Like I've wanted to get through it, but man, just can't. Like I can't actually sit down and get used to the combat system.
It's not that hard. The combat is pretty spammy.
I understand the spammy part of the combat. It's more of like the open up my bestiary book and like figure out what I'm fighting and what things I need to make to fight it, and realize it didn't have the one thing to make the potion to like make me.
Yeah, you don't actually have to do any of that stuff.
Okay, it just felt like I did. It felt like I did because I
make it easier, but
I had to like level up a bunch, and I just got frustrated around like level 4. And I was like, fuck, I'm just going to go exploring. And yeah, just.
What I actually like about the game are the quests and the stories and stuff like that. So when I play it, I'll play like 15, 20 minutes and I'll just run a quest.
Okay.
And I'll turn it off again. I really like the storytelling in that game is just top notch. And like the world feels so immersive and so well built. That's really what I like about it. The leveling, the combat is pretty meh. The leveling is what it is. That all that stuff is kind of meh to me, but the stories and the people, really cool. All right, that's it. That's Side Quest.
All right, that's Side Quest.
That's a podcast. The Ink the Stink podcast.
Yeah, no, we've already had to change the name from what Off Topic Side Quest.
I will stop calling it Ink the Stink when you actually ink the stink.
That's a fair deal.
Hey Ash, let's talk about that.
You can't put this one on Ash.
I'm not gonna go into a tattoo shop and say, hey, I need half of a heart tattoo that's gonna match a tattoo on someone else's butt, and just go ahead and get half of this on mine, and we'll just flip a coin to see if he even gets it on the right cheek.
God. If you get it kind of like inside the cheek, nobody will even know it's there. Like, you'd have to like spread your cheeks to even see.
Yeah, that's what really I'm kind of fearful about there, Briar. I do not wish that upon someone that have to sit there with my cheeks spread and have to get in there with a needle. I do not.
Wiping's gonna be an issue.
What if you have to fart when he's inking you up?
Every time you fart, it'll go right past Pope's name.
Okay, you sold me on it.
You're You're essentially
go.
farting on Pope every time.
There we go.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I don't know. We got anything else we want to say?
We do things on Thursday.
We do things on Thursday sometimes. Most times.
And if you're listening to this, it's probably because I posted it on like a Sunday night. Yeah. So like,
if it sounds bad, just tweet at Holtzman.
At Holtzman. Is it still at Holtzman PD? No, it's YT. Sorry.
Oh, you were YT. I changed that shit like years ago.
That was a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but tweet it at Holtzman PD and see what happens.
I wonder, did I can't remember if I reserved that name or someone else did.
Did you change your @ or did you just start a new one with YT?
I changed my @
You did?
Yeah, there's some tweets that still go to that, but yeah.
It's probably still in like some of Planet Destiny's old YouTube videos.
No, it definitely is. It definitely is.
For sure.
All right. Thanks everyone for bye.
Bye.
Bye.